There is a type of disappearance that investigators call a closed exit case. It means someone entered a location, every exit from that location was monitored, and the person never appears on any exit footage. It means, on paper, they could not have left. Brian Shaffer is one of the most documented closed exit cases in American history, and it has never been explained. Brian was 27 years old, a second-year medical student at Ohio State University in Columbus. By all accounts, he was doing well. Good grades, good friends, a girlfriend named Alexis Warrener he had been with for 3 years and planned to marry. On the night of March 31st, 2006, he went out with friends to celebrate the start of spring break. They went to the short north area of Columbus, a stretch of bars and restaurants. They bar hopped through the evening. Sometime around 1:55 a.m. on April 1st, Brian and two friends arrived at a bar called the Ugly Tuna Saloon. Security cameras were positioned at the entrance. They recorded everyone going in and everyone coming out. Brian and his friends entered. His friends eventually left. The footage shows them leaving. Brian Shaffer does not appear on any exit footage. His friends assumed he had gone home. His girlfriend assumed he had gone home. By the next day, when nobody had heard from him, people started to worry. His phone went straight to voicemail. He had not shown up for a planned family event. He had not returned to his apartment. His father, Randy Shaffer, contacted police. An investigation began. Investigators pulled every second of security footage from the Ugly Tuna Saloon and the surrounding area. They tracked Brian's movements through the earlier part of the evening on other cameras. They confirmed he entered the bar at 1:55 a.m. They confirmed he spoke to two women near the entrance at some point after that. The women were identified and interviewed, and said they had a brief, normal conversation with him, and he seemed fine. After that, he disappears from the interior footage as well. He is not captured leaving through the front door. The bar had a rear construction area at the time, a section under renovation that was not fully secured. It was possible, investigators concluded, that someone could have exited through that area without being recorded, but there were no cameras on the street behind the bar either, and no footage of Brian anywhere in Columbus after approximately 2 a.m. on April 1st. His ATM card was never used. His phone was never traced beyond the immediate area of the bar that night. His car remained in the parking lot where he had left it earlier in the evening. Randy Shaffer spent years searching for his son. He hired private investigators. He put up billboards. He appeared on television. He retraced Brian's steps hundreds of times. He never found anything. Randy Shaffer died in 2008, 2 years after his son disappeared, without ever knowing what happened to him. The Ugly Tuna Saloon closed. The building was eventually demolished. Whatever physical evidence might have remained in that construction area, in those walls, in that space, it is gone now. Brian's girlfriend Alexis eventually moved on with her life. She has spoken about Brian in interviews with a grief that has not diminished with time. She has said that not knowing is its own particular kind of suffering, that closure requires an ending, and she has never been given one. There are people who believe Brian left voluntarily, that he staged his disappearance, walked out through the construction area, and started a new life somewhere. His mother had died recently, a loss that had hit him hard, and some have pointed to that grief as a possible motive for wanting to disappear. But his father never believed that. The people who knew Brian best never believed that. And even if you accept the voluntary disappearance theory, it does not explain how a man walks into a bar, with cameras covering every exit, and simply ceases to appear on any of them. A medical student, spring break, a bar called the Ugly Tuna Saloon, April 1st, 2006. Brian Shaffer walked in. The cameras kept recording. He never walked out.